Yo, what's good, man? So I'm gonna go over my indicators. I'm gonna play some trades. We're gonna do all this. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna run through this thing. You feel me? So people ask me, what do you use these indicators for? So stochastic is overbought, oversold, meaning whenever this blue and this orange line come all the way up here to this line right here, I'm looking to sell. So we sell high and we buy low. So if these lines come down here and touch this, I'm looking to buy. All right. Now, some things you need to know if you're in a downtrend. All right. Well, how do you know if you're in a downtrend? This 200 moving average. This is the next one that I use. All right. This one right here. This blue line right here. Right here, turquoise line. If you're in a downtrend, right, and the stochastic is low, what you need to understand is that's going to be a pullback. All right. That's not your run and gun way up here. That's not the reversal. All right. That's the pullback. So what you need to know is if you ever see the stochastic low while you're in the downtrend, you can get a buy, but it may not be a long-term buy. You know what I'm saying? It may be a short buy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might get this right here. You see these two candles? Sometimes you might just get that and that's it. All right. So you need to know which is a 2-minute trade. But so you need to know that because the trend is your friend. So most professional traders can do counter trend trading, meaning trading against the trend. But if you're new, you may not want to take those trades. You may just want to take the sales. So you may want to wait until this pulls back right here. You may want to wait till this pulls back like this and then take the sell here on the drop. Wait till the pull back. You see how we got that down there? We got the pullback. You may want to sell up here if you knew, just to trade with the trend. Now, me, I'm going to trade both. I'm going to trade against and with the trend. Now, let's talk about this Keltner channel, which is this blue shadow right here. This all this blue right here, all this blue. So I use this to back test. All right. I use this to back test. And what do I mean by that? If you see right here, the candles have been sticking below this middle line right here on the Keltner channel. So what does that tell me? What does that tell me? It tells me that I'm going to sell all the way through. And if it pulls back, it's probably going to pull back close to the middle of this line. The middle of this middle line. Or if not, it's going to hit the bottom of this line and sell off again. Look at the pattern. These candles never came up here. They never came up here to this top. So where if it does pull back, I'm going to start sell first entry, second entry, third entry. By then, we should get that drop. All right. Came back up here, came through the middle. First entry, second entry, third entry, drop. Or you could have caught it before then. Same thing. 4-entry rule all day. So I'm using that to back test. All right. And now I'm using this zigzag for more confirmation. So you see the zigzag right here. This little yellow orange line is doing this. Come all the way down. All right. So logically, we already had a zigzag form this way. So what's the next way that we gonna go? Up, baby, to form a new zigzag. If you line that up with this stochastic, then you know we're gonna catch a 2 or 3 minute up, maybe even more. You know what I'm saying? So you could do that. That's what I use that for. All right. So just to bring this everything into perspective, let's see if we can find a good trade that we want to get into. Oh yeah, this is perfect. So this right here is a zone. All right. It's a little ugly because I'm over here drawing ugly. This is a zone right here because we touched here. We touched here. Touched somewhere in there. I'm looking for the sell. So let me click off this drawing tool. 1, 2, 3. Or 2, I guess. So the reason why I'm selling on this one, stochastic is high. It ain't going to be a long-term sell, though, because, again, we're on the uptrend. So I'm counter trend trading. I always want to sell when the candle is high at its highest. You know what I'm saying? Or at least try to get it to where it's at its highest. You want to sell when the candle's green. You want to buy when it's red. You know what I'm saying? Depending on, stochastic. And why is that? Because you want to sell at its highest point. If you catch it during momentum while it's already red, then it may not go your way. All right, so this is what I guess entry number 1 so far. And if this don't go, I'm gonna load up again and hitting with number 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get my money. Get my paper. You see that? How did I make money on that? Stochastic was high right here. Saying that we're gonna come down. Now, according to this Keltner channel, this blue shadow, where could we turn around and go back up? Potentially. Don't happen every time, but potentially. Take a look. We turned around right here last time. Down here, we turned around right at here. So if it does drop, either I got 2 options. I could potentially try to sell until we get down to around in this area to buy back up. You know what I'm saying? Or I could just wait until it comes down here and buy back up. See how it's selling off now? This is how I'm able to read the charts every day. I could just click on any pair and just see your entry like almost immediately. But you got to train your eyes to see this kind of stuff, y'all. You see what I'm saying? So, do we want to wait until it comes down? Because sometimes what happens is, depending though, they don't happen every time, but depending, it could come down to form another zigzag, the pullback, and then go back up. So if that's the case, then we want to try to get in on our buy. Now the question is, do you want to wait? Now, sometimes I don't wait. Sometimes I just go to a different pair. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll star this one. So I'll go here. Hold on. Let me move this out the way. I'll go here. I'll hit that star. So it'll come up here. Let me delete these other ones so I don't get confused. And then I might come back to that pair to see what it does. If this continues to shoot up here, then I'll sell off again. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep selling off until it come down, and then I'll be ready to buy here. And that's kind of what I'm looking at. So it looks like it wants to go up. Now, rule of thumb on this zigzag. Most of the time, if you ever see these candles start to push back up here to the zigzag and get real close to it but haven't connected yet, sometimes I'll go down to like 5 seconds and start buying until it connects, and then I'll leave it alone. So if this one starts shooting up, getting close to this zigzag, then, rule of thumb, you can start, buying potentially to catch it before it connects. You see what I'm saying? I'll be doing it all the time. Now, let me go to, I'm going to go to a stock. Let's just go to Apple. I really don't like Apple these days. Low-key, Apple just be buying, though, so I can low-key make money on it, but let me see. Some pairs is just beautifully set up. Some of them just kind of ugly. This is kind of giving me the same thing I just had. You feel me? So sometimes I look to the left to see where we at, and if I don't see it there, I might have to come to the N15. Let me go N15 right quick. I'm just looking. What I'm looking for is to see how far the market is going to go up before it rejects again. So now I see rejection right here because sometimes you can't see it on the smaller time frame. I see rejection right here on these little candles. This is a line. So if I drew that straight across, you'll be able to see we should start rejecting there. And then if it goes up any higher than that, now you can see rejection over here too. And that's where the little line is right here. You can see this line. That's rejection. So I know we should be selling off pretty soon. So now I'm going to go ahead and clear that out. I'm going to go back to my M1, and I think I'm ready to start selling. Oh, dang, we already start selling. I usually, see, I'm supposed to sell at the top, though. I low-key feel like it wants to go up again, so I might just go ahead and wait on this one. And I'm going to come back to this one right here. Right quick. See? See how it's getting close to connecting to the zigzag? I usually would start buying at 5 seconds right there. You know what I'm saying? Now, it don't connect every single time, but let's see. Start buying 5-second trades. 3, 2, 1. Got that one. See what I'm saying, y'all? Dang, just connected. I was about to get in again. All right, now that we reconnected, I can start selling off again. Let it push a little bit. I might have to go to the M15 just to confirm to see where the next zone is, if it's going to continue in that direction. Oh, well, actually could push up pretty high. But right here is the rejection. So let me just grab one of these. Look to the left. I see the rejection over there. So potentially we could go up to about right here and start rejecting. So I may want to wait on that sell because it could potentially move up some more. Now, if it decides not to, then you know. Now, when stuff like that happens, if you see that, you don't have to do 1 minute trades. You could do 3-4 minute trades. Give it time to turn around. That's kind of what I do. Sometimes I go like 4 minutes. I'll play some trades there, and then I'll just wait on it. You know what I'm saying? Because usually 4 minute trades. I mean, by that fourth entry, you almost gonna get it, but they just be taking too long for the videos. Keep it on it. But let me go look at this one again. See where we at. Okay, looking like the same thing with this one. He wants to push up and connect. See how before connect, getting close? Yeah. So I be seeing that stuff. See, now we can visibly see the line that I put on the M15 on this particular pair right here. So this looks like this is where it wants to head to. All right. So that's kind of how I monitor my stuff. Now, again, I know if we sell, we can come down to potentially around this area like it did last time, or it could touch the middle. So if it does that, let me see. Now, honestly, I could buy up to that line, but we just don't know. I'm going to just do one sell here. I feel like we're starting to get exhausted. We coming outside the Keltner channel. You know what I'm saying? You see how it's coming outside this Keltner channel? I feel like we want to come on back down. So, sold again. Now, OTC again can manipulate. So take that consideration. But if you mark your charts up right and you look at your stuff right, I mean, all these indicators can help you. Now, if we continue down, we may eventually want to connect. We may come down here and have a zigzag form, potentially. All right, that's potentially. Now, again, they may make me do a second entry because I'm noticing, does this have a bottom? Nope, it does not. So I noticed another thing. Sometimes when this don't have a wick right here, when it don't have a wick right here, sometimes it might want to retrace and get that wick, but 5, 4, 3. Yeah. Did they get that to me? Yeah, they gave it to me. Boy, they try to play you, boy. But see, that's the downside of trading against the trend. You know what I'm saying? The trend is up, and I'm selling off, but I'm gonna continue to do it until we get up here, and it's gonna be the big sell off because this is where it's trying to head to. But y'all see, so far so good. So let's go here, Microsoft. Let's see what we looking like. Okay, starting to hit rejection. Go back to that N15. See where we at. Get off of here. Boom. Rejecting right there. So let me go ahead and put a little horizontal line right there so y'all can see it. Here's the rejection area right here to the left. You can see it reject right there. It look like it still got a little room it want to push up. It look like it's going to push up a little bit more, y'all. I ain't going to lie. That's what it's kind of giving. But I could be wrong, man. I'm just looking at the N15 because it just looked like that zigzag is not fulfilled. It looked like it wants to push up again. So, pardon me, as I buy, I feel like you just want to connect. Sometimes you could just see it just look unfulfilled, like you want to connect. But we're going to see how that play out. I'm going to end up buying and then selling later. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, told you, man. Look, the more you look at this stuff, y'all going to start seeing stuff, bro. I promise you. You're going to start seeing these markets in ways that people can't even explain. It's like, bruh. But yeah, if this decided want to go up, which I think it do, I feel like you want to connect, but we're going to see. Hopefully y'all can see this. Let me zoom in a little bit. We got a pretty good rejection there, so there we go. Don't play me at the end, bro. Don't play me at the end. It's trying to break back through this rejection. That's why. Yeah, so what I told you. It's going to go back up. Try to connect to the zigzag. Try to connect to this zigzag, potentially. Yep, there you go. So normally I'll be trying to buy like 5-second trades right here, but, you know, now it's about to connect. Boom, just connected. What I told you. And that means the N15 is getting ready to connect. See, already connected on the N15. Now you can look to see to the left. It already passed that. The next locating zone is this one right here. So now I got to put another line up. Now we got another rejection zone potentially that it could hit on the M1, which is right here. So between here and here, we can start selling. But I'm going to go back over here, see where we at. This one still ain't want to drop yet. Still pushing up to this line that we had on the M15. So we're going to let that do its thing. Like I said, you could have been buying the whole time up, but, you know, either way. Oh, we broke down below? I'm going to sell. We broke down below this zone, which, again, I could be wrong. But we broke back below this zone and closed below. So I'm feeling like we're going to continue down. We got that strong rejection candle right here. Strong rejection. Dang, I'm trying to get my, there we go. Strong rejection here. And then we close in the below here. So I'm feeling like, shoot, we're going to keep on going down. Now, again, it is OTC, so it can low-key do whatever it wants. But, you know, we're going to see. But yeah, man, if y'all need a one-on-one, man, hit my website. You know, I do one-on-ones. We do have a group chat and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I love teaching this stuff, man. It's a blessing to my family. I know it's going to be a blessing to yours. So hopefully this video helped you out a lot. Got another one. Stop playing with us. We really do this. All right. But yeah, hopefully this video makes sense to you. Hopefully I didn't confuse you. You might have to watch it a couple times just to kind of see what I see. And this is how you trade for real. You know what I mean? This is why I use all my indicators. Now, I know eventually we're going to come down here. The zigzag will form. Maybe somewhere up in here. All right. And then we're going to head back up because we're in the uptrend. All right. Why? Because it's a pullback. Pullback, zigzag forms. Then you start buying once the zigzag forms. Should be coming up here pretty soon. The zigzag should be forming. You know what I'm saying? We can watch it if y'all want to. It's up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But this is the kind of stuff I read every day. Heavy pushes, zigzag forms, and then you can be looking to buy. And if the zigzag doesn't form and the market continues up, then we're going to head back up here and start buying again. But it's about to form here in a minute because it's pushing too much. The zigzag is coming really soon. This is how I read it. Boom, zigzag just formed. Look at that. Now, you know, potentially we can be looking to start buying here in a second, but sometimes you got to go to the M15 again or the M5 to just see what zone just to the left. We did get a pretty big retrace. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we hit that zone there, that zone. Next zone, probably about right in here. But, yeah, the buy opportunities is coming. You see it already retraced pretty heavy. Coming back down. So if you was doing 10, 15, 20 seconds, you would have got that off top. But like I said, this is trading, y'all. So hopefully this video helps you understand how to see the market, you know, what to look at, how to do this thing right. Check out all my other videos. Again, if you need one-on-one coaching, if you need, you know, all that stuff, you need to get in the group, all that information is below. And holla at your boy, man. Lord willing, I'll see you on another video. Peace.